Do you have any questions?
Among Japanese people, it is commonly said that a fox or badger sometimes possesses a person. I would like to know if this is true.
Although they are called fox or badger, this does not refer to the animal, but to spirit-like beings who inhabit the subconscious world. They are also called emotional spirits or animal spirits. Among people who suffer from what is medically referred to as mental illness, and among some ascetics, there are many who are controlled or manipulated by this sort of emotional spirit. Sometimes people who are constantly going to shrines and temples suddenly begin to make a variety of prophecies and predictions. And in most of these cases there is the influence of these emotional spirits. Although these emotional spirits are commonly called spirits, they are actually karmic waves gathered together. In other words, they were born, or formed, in the waves of illusory thoughts, and are one way in which illusory thoughts manifest themselves. Their behavior is all based on curiosity or karmic emotion. They are not spirits who have love, God inside themselves as human beings do. They are creatures who are entirely different from the true existence, true nature, of a human being. In other words, it is not a mistake to say that they consist of thoughts separate from love and intelligence, which are the most precious qualities of a human being. Also, among human beings there are some who manifest neither love nor intelligence, and who, only for the sake of their own interests and emotions, become an enemy or an ally, and profusely praise or denounce others. Rather than describing such people as human beings, one has to say that, in terms of their thoughts, they are close to the so-called animal spirits. When people with such thoughts go to the subconscious world, they become one with animal spirits, and attach themselves to the embodiments of superstitious persons or ascetics who have low thoughts. And from there they mislead physical human beings just for the fun of it. The world of shapes and forms is entirely constructed by the projection of thoughts. Therefore, thoughts that in some way resemble the characteristics of a fox are perceived in the form of a fox by spiritual eyes. And thoughts that are in some way similar to the characteristics of a snake are perceived in the form of a snake. Some psychic people and researchers use the term natural spirits for these kinds of karmic conglomerates, but I simply call them emotional spirits. This is because my explanation does not go into detail about the wide range of beings and spirits that are encompassed in the term natural spirits. The way to avoid being controlled by such emotional spirits is, as I always emphasize above all else, is to be thankful to your guardian spirits and guardian divinity and to carry out actions of love and sincerity. I urge you to take strict precaution not to seek amusement from strange or mysterious things, or to harbor a desire for psychic powers. As for people who think of themselves and are thought of by others as earnestly practicing their faith, yet have incessant misfortunes, there is a mistake somewhere in their way of practicing their faith. The same can be said about people whose faith disturbs the harmony of their home, or people whose way of practicing their faith and whose daily behavior are peculiar or eccentric. In many cases, the homes of such people are affected by a possessing spirit. I think it is really dangerous to go from one temple, church, or shrine to another out of curiosity, or to practice a faith for purposes of personal profit. The first thing to do is to deeply reflect on your true self and pray to your divine and spiritual protectors that you may encounter a good teacher who will guide you, not only in this present lifetime, but until you become truly one with God. Since your guardian spirits are perfectly united with you, if you always pray to and think of your guardian spirits and divinity, they will definitely guide you out of the wrong course. If you join a religion or spiritual group with this frame of mind, even if your initial motive for joining was for personal profit, in the end your path will certainly elevate you to true purification. And when you reach that condition, there is of course no need to be concerned about possessing spirits.